Never ignore what occurs in your homeland. This is how I lost sight of the corruption in my own men.
You do not want to cross me.
Shalador found you. Good to see you again. I've deciphered the spell inside the book. Are you prepared for Sheogorath's first test? Excellent. It's been fascinating to work with Shalador. Even though he can't read the book, he's been an invaluable resource. I had to decipher layers upon layers of meaning hidden within the tome. Yes, speak with the Archmage. He's meditating on the challenges ahead. I'm still somewhat drained from my efforts, so he'll open the portals to the Shivering Isles for you. Auriel, watch your steps. I'm very excited about this project. Shalador's sanctuary would be a boon to every mage in Tamriel. Even Guildmaster Vanus approves of our work here. I'm so glad you asked. On the surface, it's a simple book of nursery stories from the Dunmerland of Stonefalls, but that's just on the surface. So much more. Each story has hidden meanings, clever references to arcane lore, twisting and turning into the depths of history. It was fascinating to fully unlock the secrets of the book. Sheogorath may be a madman, but he's also a genius. Not much. We tried to scry into oblivion to get a sense of the place. I couldn't see anything, but I was swept up in a strong sense of homesickness. I came of age where most High Elves do, the beautiful green shores of the Somerset Isles. I often think of the pink petals and soft breezes of my own land. I'm not sure why those memories return to me today, though. Of course, Adept. While investigating some ruins for me, you caught the notice of Archmage Shalador, ancient patron of mages everywhere. We're working with him to complete the Mad God Sheogorath's trials and recover Shalador's lost sanctuary. A genuine pleasure. He has a fascinating view of history from a first-hand perspective, and his knowledge of the deeper mysteries is, well, I feel like an apprentice again. Adept, what transpires between myself and the Archmagus is between us and no one else. I don't need to answer your questions or anyone else's.
The brazier is ready. The Lost prepared it precisely. According to my instructions, of course. We're having trouble opening a portal directly there. So we created this anchor to help us. Some trickery of Sheogorath's, no doubt. The next time around...
Ah, right on time. Welcome back. I was beginning to wonder if you'd ever show up. My lord seems to derive amusement from my annoyance. You are here to retrieve a tome for that Shalador person, correct? Just a moment, mortal. Lord Sheogorath asks that you perform a task first, to prove your competence. He claims to have misplaced a pair of items you must recover. A fork and a staff. Please do try to be quick. My lord enjoys making me wait, but he's not very patient himself. I've opened a portal for your convenience. It should lead you directly to the fork. I'd say, at your leisure, mortal. But I expect I have more time ahead of me than you do. My lord is certain he lost his utensil somewhere in Skyrim. It was during a visit to his friend Korthor in Vuldengrav. That was during the Merethic era, I believe. My lord visited with Korthor a very, very, very long time ago. Really? What do they teach mortals these days? It's an heirloom. My lord is quite fond of it. Has a bit of magic around it too, I think. I don't know. I don't question Lord Sheogorath. The fork excites and synergizes magicka around it. When held in the hand of someone more notable than yourself, it can produce dramatic results. In your hand, it might be suitable for conveying roast beef to your mouth.
I overheard. He's sending you back to Tamriel. My power is bound within Sheogorath's realm, but I'm at my full power on Nirn. I will be at your side. This place is known as Vuldengrav, the final resting place of Korthor, the Dragon Priest. Tread carefully. Where there are Dragon Priests, there are sure to be Draugr. No, not to Vuldengrav. But Skyrim is littered with ruins like this. Leftovers from the age when dragons and their priests ruled my people. In my younger days, adventuring across the holds, I plundered many of these dank little tombs. You'll never forget that smell. A dragon priest's tomb. Look at the treasures he's collected. Perhaps the fork is here as well. That chest. Perhaps the fork is in there. You do?
You dare steal from me? Crit, bot, crit.
Ah, Korthor is
My
away.
priest will make quick work. Lofty Nuki.
The shadows move, Adept. Watch yourself. Eyes to the sky. Another group.
No matter. Come, fix me yourself.
There. The ice barrier is down. We can get through. and Haskill has arrived. Sheogorath's manservant, here to move us along. Huh.
I see you have the fork. Competently done. Impressive, even. Now, for the staff. When last we spoke, my lord recalled the discomfort of desert sand. I believe it lies somewhere within Hammerfell, in the dry and decayed hands of Prince Malil. Prince Malil Alakir, the Sith of Yokuda, a formidable warrior in his day. That was over 1,000 years ago, but still.
As I expected, another resting place for the dead. Sheogorath has a sick sense of humor. This is the necropolis, Asakala, the resting place of Prince Malil, also known as the Scythe of Yokuda. The prince's underlings were clever. They crafted magical seals to guard his resting place. Observe the Yokudan statues. Each bears a crystal in the helm and a seal at the base. The essences you see swirling around in the air here, their energy can be used to unlock those keystones. Here, I can grant an aura that will allow you to capture the essences as they pass through you. Collect as many of the small ones as you can. They should unlock these scarab seals on the statues nearby. I'll need to consider the other two. This place is incredible. The ancient Redguards were a noble and accomplished people. What can I tell you, Adept? Alakir is under attack. A necromantic cult has disrupted the normal ebb and flow of life and death. The dead that once served Malil are now away into his tomb. You need only to be near them to collect them. My spell will keep the essence tied to you until you're ready to deposit it within the statue. Just remember, you'll only be able to collect 4 at a time. Beneath the statues lie buried the dead of Prince Malil's armies. Their essences have bubbled up from beneath the sands, released by the dangers threatening Alakir today. Just so, Adept. The lesser essences you see before you will empower the statues with the orange and green crystals. The statues near the entrance to this complex. I need to consider how we'll empower those 2 rear statues. What sort of archmage would I be if I didn't? I spent my mortal life seeking knowledge of all things, not just magic. Yokudan, or as you know them, Redguard, culture is no exception. If Valast was here, I'm sure she could tell you the same. The essences. Imbue them into one of the scarab seals.
Who dares disturb my slumber?
Good. Now to collect 4 more. final four. Imbue them into the other seal.
You'll never best my generals.
For such a superstitious, mage-hating people, this place is a work of art. Have you observed the sand barriers on those passages in the canyon walls? I suspect the prince's generals may be waiting within. Their essences would no doubt be more than enough to activate the other two statues. Very simple, Adept. The seals at the basis of those statues show a scorpion and a spider. Those were the spirit totems claimed by Malil's chief generals, Sadina and Rashomta. You're on the right path, Adept. Collect...
My life for Malil.
Rashomta's statue will be marked with the spider seal.
Lucky feet, mortal. The staff is still mine.
You'll never reach Malil.
Sadina's statue should have the scorpion seal at its base. The crystals hum with power. Go to the center. You should find the key to Prince Malil's tomb there.
You dare open my tomb? Come then, and feel the side's blade!
Now to retrieve that staff. The door to Prince Malil's tomb must be opened now. Now to retrieve that staff.
The staff is mine!
I'd guess Haskell will be waiting outside. Let's go. Haskell here again. Sheogorath is such a craven. Sending a toad like that one to do his dirty work.
Another successful retrieval, I see. Very well, then. I've instructions to have you return to the Isles. My lord would have a word with you.
I'll journey through with you, but I'm not sure how long I'll be able to stay within the Isles. If Sheogorath is there, he may not be pleased to see me.
Ah, right on time. Welcome back.
Look, Haskell! Farkey's back! Oh, it's so nice to see him again! Oh, good to see you too, Mortal, I guess. Wonderful! I'll just take... Forky. Oh, I've missed you so much, Forky. Let's never be parted again. Oh, gives me goosebumps just to hold him in me hand again. Ah, the Wabbajack. Malil held it down in that dusty tomb for so long. Say, why don't you clear its throat? Take it in hand and use it on some of these holier-than-thou temple types. Ah, no need to worry, you pretty mortal head. The Wabbajack, it unleashes the potential in everyone. The unrecognized essence of artistic beauty that swells and beats within the... Look, you want the book? Whack some folks with the Wabbajack!
An interesting task indeed.
This is so exciting!
Try not to make too much of a mess.
I could use a break.
Bit rusty, but not bad. So funny watching you mortals muck around with things you can't possibly understand. I'll be needing that back now. And as promised, the book. Well, go ahead. Take it. Once it's yours, it'll send you straight back to Tamriel. Funny how books have a way of transporting you. No? Oh. Simply hold your breath, close your eyes, and count to, let's say, 1,000,000.
you've returned. Do you have the second book? Excellent. The Circus of Cheerful Slaughter? That's quite a title. I'll begin my research immediately. Can't wait to get to it.
Hello there.
The raw destructive power imbued in a staff of quality is enough to make a difference on any battlefield. Imagine an
The potentialities of alchemy, though vast, are by nature finite. The secret is, you can brew potions from nearly anything. The limit is, anything is a known quantity at any time. You only have...
Oh there, Adept! Well met, Adept. We are in need of your assistance. Sort of. Belast has translated Sheogorath's tome. but we're having some trouble understanding it. She may need your assistance. See, Valast is working the problem out of the Marbrook Guild Hall. See you there, Adept. The Mad God is a deranged skeever. That's why it's proving so difficult. There's not so much actual text. The last two have had clues we could use to unravel his nonsense. This one is nothing but nonsense.
Hail.
I don't think we've met, comrade. I handle all special contracts.
Greetings.
Oh, hello. I always have time for guild members. How may I be of assistance?
These wood elves have scads of leather, but bolts of fabric are few and far between.
This one acknowledges the limitations of placing the guild hall in this great tree. It is hard to reach. Trucking supplies in could be more difficult, this one supposes, but not by much.
So, you're the one that saved the Queen, eh? You don't look that special.
This one greets your return, comrade. Aelif is well, moons be bright for asking. She worries about the time and money spent on this quest. We destroy anchors, slaughter Daedra, but what is accomplished? Ask our dear guildmaster, comrade. She spent many favors and much coin having it translated, and refuses to share the results with Aelif. If Aelif cannot be trusted, who can?
Welcome back to the arms of the guild, comrade. You find me well, Stendarr be praised. Dosha's tender ministrations are the worst to befall me in some time. Tender attention and the kindness of my comrades have restored me to health. Sees All Colors would be the one to ask about that, oh my comrade. I have seen the journal, but have little idea what it says. Give me a problem I can solve with a stout weapon. Those are the problems I enjoy.
Good to see you again, comrade. You recall our encounter with Dosha, yes? When we found her encoded journal? Yes, we called in several favors to do it, but we've cracked her code. In service to her Dark Master, Dosha was after something hidden in a dwarven ruin, a place known as Mizenelt. We're not sure, but it seems to have something to do with that Mortum Vivicus her notes mentioned. Mizenelt is far from here,
But I've prepared a portal that will carry us across Tamriel. What do you say, comrade? Venture with me into the unknown? I will open the portal. Takes just a moment. Here we go. Doshia was no scholar. She did nothing idly. The river has brought us here for a reason. A treasure of some kind. A potent weapon, or an epic spell. Doshia respected only one thing. Power. Whatever it is, we must get it away from here. Doshia knew of this place, and so others do as well. If we don't retrieve whatever it is, others will come. And it must have something to do with that Mortum Vivicus. If Molag Bal plans to unleash that weapon again, we must stop it. The last days of the Dwemer were endless war. Their mages raced to perfect ever more esoteric spells, ever more powerful weapons. Perhaps the origins of the Vivicus stem from that long-gone era. A holdfast of the Dwemer, the dwarves. We're somewhere in Hammerfell, I think, near the South Dragontail Mountains. Or so Dosha's notes say. If I did, I'd be the wisest woman in Tamriel, comrade. No, no one knows what made the dwarves disappear. Or at least, no one is saying. Why does the river take us anywhere? The Dwemer built complexes all throughout northern Tamriel. My guess is that we're at this ruin for a treasure of some kind. If just any dwarven ruin would do, there are closer places than Mazenelt. Doshia kidnapped our comrade, Merrick. She intended to harvest his soul for Molag Bal, in service to a plan involving this Mortum Vivicus. And then, of course, you came to his rescue, slew her and stole her journal, which is what led us here. Many things. The journal spoke of this place, but it also spoke of terrible things. Things I wish I could unlearn. Prolonged contact with Molag Bal twisted her mind. What in Nern?
The undead are close behind us. We must hide the remains of the weapon. Now!
The automatons are still active. We'll die down here.
We will see this done, or Molag Bal's hunters will chew on our bones.
Kurano is right. With any luck, the constructs will hold back the dead. Let's move.
I still think this plan is madness.
Those were ancient ones. Aliens in a Dwemer ruin. What went on here? Blades ready, comrade. These constructs know no mercy.
Kurano is dead. The weapon will be lost forever.
No, there's still hope. Osterrand will have to do it.
Oblivion, take you. I can't.
We can still succeed. But you'll have to enact the sacrifice, my friend.
Without a soul in the crystal, there will be no way to repair the weapon. It must be done, Osterrand.
A sacrifice? What did they come here to do? Doshia was no scholar. She did not. The skill it took to craft these constructs. Amazing. Just think what this place must have looked like in the time of the Dwemer.
Barely survived the last wave. Balash's injured. We'll never hold against the dead and the constructs.
Osterond is right. You need time. I'll lead the dead away, down another branch in the tunnels.
Nanath, don't. You'll never survive the swarm.
If my death buys you the time it needs. For Deladil and Meridia!
Giving yourself willingly to the river's current. Noble. Dosha with... More wonders. And a split in the path. Which way shall we go, comrade? Amazing these halls remain intact. A moment. This may be crucial.
My love, Osterond, if you're going to do it, you have to do it now. I'm dying.
I can't. Don't die on me, Valasha. I can't do this.
You must, my love. Or Molag Bal has won.
It's what she wants, Osterand. This is why we came here. Do it!
Goodbye, my love. My Valasha.
Valasha's journal remains. Perhaps it will shed more light on what's going on here. Another journal? Amazing it's still preserved. May I see it? The water begins to clear. 2 cities, 1 worships Meridia. The other, Molag Bal. Abagarlis, the city of the dead, creates a relic to strike at the Meridians. Deladil, city of light, creates their own weapon, forged around a heart of crystal. Just so. These ancient ones steal into the heart of the enemy with this crystal weapon. They stop the ritual, and their king ends the dark rule of Abagarlis. But they are hunted, so they try to find a haven, a place to hide the crystal. You have the right of it. They sought to hide their prize, but the priestess of Meridia first gave her life. She relit the crystal heart so that the weapon could one day be forged anew. Yes, comrade. The journals also speak of a tome, instructions for creating the weapon. The crystal heart of the weapon and the means to construct it lie here somewhere in these ruins.
I can't hold them. You have to go.
I'm not leaving you.
We died when we agreed to this quest. We just kept walking a while. Hide the crystal. Hide the tome. Go!
Such bravery in the face of certain death. I'm dry with apprehension, comrade. Everywhere I smell musty rot. It is different than the rot of the swamp. It makes my scales itch.
The dead Centurion. A fitting resting place for my Valasha. Now just have to hide the tome. What? No!
The crystal is in that steam Centurion. We must destroy it! Well done. Now, to leave this place. We've succeeded where that withered root dosha failed, comrade. Here, I will open a portal for us to return. Take the crystal and the tome. Give them to Merrick, and he can begin learning what it will take to forge the weapon. I have something I must attend to, comrade. The knowledge we have gained here has flooded my mind. I must mind the river's course. I'm sure we'll speak again soon.
Wait for her to leave. I must speak with you.
I'll see you down the river, comrade.
Please, speak with me. I have only a moment to talk. You're in danger. Danger I can't fully comprehend. Not even in death. Someone close to you has plans. Plans for both of us. Plans to betray you. I am anchored, contained, pulled away. Beware, comrade.
Welcome back from the depths, comrade. Guildmaster Sees All Colors told me you'd have something for me. Thank you. I'll begin my research straight away. You'll be the first we contact once I know the details. In the meantime, Sees All Colors sends her regrets she couldn't stay. She said she had an urgent matter to attend to. Your skill is legendary, comrade. Stendarr truly has his arm around you. I'm glad you're on our side.
You're starting to make quite a name for yourself, you know. Just be sure not to be too noticeable. Aleph is worried that the brave mouse will get eaten by the hungry cat.
As Boethia ate and digested Trinimac into Malekith, so too do I digest warriors into better warriors. It's a metaphor.
I'm no cannibal. I just beat whelps like you into shape.
Thanks in part.
The guild requests your help. Comrade, I must speak with you about an urgent matter. Sees All Colors requests you make your way to her as soon as possible. She said she hopes to make use of your prize. She said you'd understand what that meant. She and Aelif await you at the hall in Marbrook. Go well on your path. Not much you don't already know. Every blade's been turned toward the Daedra. Heard a big crew took down an anchor somewhere in Cyrodiil last week. Messy business. Landed right on top of a skirmish between the Pact and the Dominion. Hello.
No safer vault in all of the Dominion. Do you see the trolls? We have trolls guarding our vaults. Nowhere else has the troll security guarantee. Nowhere.
Hmm?
If you've come to work wood, I'd keep your wits about you. The lo-
Do you think he's considered the Green Pact? Or really, do you think he knows anything about us? Could he really have come out here to explore our culture with no idea what we're like whatsoever?
I hate clutter, mess, and chaos. That's why I make and sell bags. So handy to keep. You...
Hello there.
This one can guarantee not even Bandar will...
We don't do loans. We're not that kind of bank.
A weapon depends upon the material from which it is made. The sharpener's skill is just as important.
This one is sometimes concerned. Much killing is done with this one's trade, yes? So then, is that blood on her hands? Something of a conundrum. Sashawi is thinking, perhaps, many who die invite their own deaths, yes? They choose to eat steel.
Hungry? No reason to wait. Pull up a chair, and I'll have something for you in no time.
In all the Dominion, you will find no finer foods than mine.
I used to live down in the Middens. It's a hard place to stop living once you start. Once you're down, it's hard to get back up, right? So once I came into some money, I got out of there. I can't go back. I just...
Greetings. If you want to hear a story, I guess I can tell you one. I'm just full of stories because I'm a spinner. We're made of fiction, haven't you heard? I know a lot of stories, I guess, but mostly I try to tell things how they happened. So go on, ask me how something happened. Maybe a story about why nature works, or why we Bosmer drink all the time, or the way Falinesti was, when it was. A long, long time ago, shortly after the beginning of time, Ifre crystallized and became himself. This is common knowledge. Everyone knows this. Well, mostly everyone. Anyway, for a while after the world was made, everything was chaos. All of it. Well, mostly for some reason, we mortals, I mean, were all plants and animals and people all at the same time. I'm not really sure how that would work. Like, were creatures, maybe, except, you know, always changing all the time. Ifre sang to the chaos and told it to stop being so chaotic. They formed a committee or something, and from the chaos came nature and its laws. Trees are trees, and trees grow, beasts are beasts, and graze on prey on one another. You know. Oh, well, the mortals could understand these laws, so that gave them, us, really, I should say, a feeling of safety in the world. Because it was no longer really chaos, you know. Through our ability to grasp it, we could live with it or control it. Maybe. Probably. I don't know. Does it really matter? It's the way things are.
Armor that does not hinder you from jumping and skulking about, yes? Marnub has this and more. Trust in Marnub. He does you no wrong.
My armor can withstand a charging Ogren. Can your armor do that? I don't think so.
Hello there.
You'll like the way you're dressed. I can guarantee that, I think.
Oh, come on! You're a gatherer! How has their being here affected you at all?
Well, now they tell me places I can't go, because there might be an army there or something stupid like that. I'm not sure I like how different things are now. All these high elves and Khajiit in our forest. It's odd.
Nobody makes bows like the Bosmer. No, really, nobody does. Everyone else cuts down trees. It's insane.
Hello.